Hi guys, welcome again to the second video for the Honda Civic RS EHEV. First time around, if you missed the video, you can click the link here to see how the car looks like, and of course a bit more information about the engine and the hybrid system. For today, we're going to show you our full driving impression of the new Honda Civic RS EHEV here at the Sepang International Circuit. Jom, let's check it out. So if you have seen the interior for the Honda Civic FE, then you won't be too surprised when it comes to the Civic EHEV, because design-wise, it looks the same, except for a few things that they have added to accommodate the hybrid system for this model. So the all-digital driver display comes with this power meter to see how much power that you are using, or whether it is charging the battery through the battery regen. So you have pedal shifters here, but you're not controlling the gears, you are controlling the brake regen using these pedal shifters. So you can actually gauge the aggressiveness of the braking or the charging using these pedal shifters. The center infotainment display is also the same. I believe the size is around 9 inches, but you can check the power flow of the Civic EHEV. So you can check the mileage that you have done, the range that is left in the car, and of course the battery charging status of the Civic EHEV. So all the things that you need to know when it comes to driving a hybrid Honda Civic. And yeah, again, I have no complaints. I like how the car looks on the outside. I especially adore how the car looks on the inside. And yeah, it comes with a Qi wireless charger if you have a phone that can charge wirelessly, of course. So no complaints in this department. I like how comfortable the seats are. I'm already familiar with how Honda designs their seats, because like I said before, my family has a bunch of Honda cars and I myself drive a Honda City Hybrid. So this is a good setup for those looking for a sporty looking car with sort of a sporty yet clean and a bit understated interior, paired with good fuel economy. If you ask me, I have very little or no complaints when it comes to the Honda Civic RS EHEV. So this is how I look like when it comes to sitting at the back seats of the Honda Civic RS EHEV. So this seat, the driver's seat, is actually set up to my driving distance and setup, and as you can see, I have a lot of leg room to play with. So I feel very comfortable. If you want to see, or if you want to put things into perspective, my height is around 171 centimeters, and I am quite comfortable sitting at the back. I have just enough headroom to be comfortable, and I feel like 3 adults can sit here quite comfortably. I mean, this part here is quite high up, but everything else looks great. You have aircon vents to keep you comfortable. You have 2 USB charging ports, to charge your devices. You have a center armrest with 2 cup holders. Just some extra added comforts when it comes to being a passenger in the Civic RS EHEV. For the standard Asian height for adults, you won't have any issues when it comes to being a passenger in a Civic RS EHEV. Okay, now this is the acceleration test to see and feel the difference between this, the Honda Civic EHEV. You can tell that by the design of the wheels, and the 1.5 turbo Civic RS. So who's going to be faster? We all know the figures already, but we're just going to show you the physical difference in terms of acceleration between the hybrid and the non-hybrid Civic RS. Jom. Bunyi macam Porsche. Okay, so we are going to do a simple sprint test or drag race between the Civic EHEV, the one that I'm in right now, and that, the Civic RS 1.5 Turbo. So we are going to see who's faster at the backstraight of Sepang International Circuit.
3, 2, 1, go!
60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I think for the moment I can't really recall the timing for the 0 to 100 kilometers an hour for the Civic EHEV. If I'm not mistaken, it's around 7 to 8 seconds, but online, like some international medias have done below 7 seconds, which is very, very impressive for a Civic hybrid model. So the first thing that I'm noticing is that, of course, like any other hybrid models, it is very, very quiet. So let's go into the first slalom test and let's see the handling. So we're supposed to go about 60. I am about 50 right now. So yeah, the handling is pretty good, and I've been told that the chassis has gone through some updates to accommodate the hybrid system for the Civic. So the next one is actually an acceleration test. Ready? Go! Ooh, so nice. So I actually went out on the first lap in the non-hybrid Civic RS, and yeah, I can really feel the difference because of the amount of torque that is available in the Civic RS EHEV. So to put things into comparison, this thing produces 184 PS with 315 Newton meters of torque. And as I've said earlier, the EHEV produces an extra 2 PS and a whopping 75 Newton meters of torque, more than the 1.5 turbo Civic RS. Okay, another thing that you have to understand when it comes to a lot of hybrid models, they also focus a lot on making sure that the occupants, the driver and other passengers in the car are comfortable. If there are any other occupants in the car, like your wife or kids at the back, they would probably agree as well, because in my experience, like my family are fans of Honda. Like my sister-in-law has the Honda Jazz Hybrid. I myself have the City Hybrid. My dad or my father-in-law drives the Honda BRV. So we are technically a Honda family lah. And all of us agree on one thing. The cars from Honda are very comfortable to drive, and the seats are great for the price that you're paying, of course. As I can feel right now, the performance is there, the handling is there, and of course the fuel economy is there as well, since it's a hybrid model. So I think the more time that I'm spending in the Civic EHEV, the more I'm falling in love with the car. So let's hope that once Honda Malaysia officially launches it here in the country, it will be competitively priced so that I can trade in my 2019 Honda City Hybrid for a brand new Honda Civic EHEV hybrid, baby.